Welcome to Grace Today, a daily vlog designed to encourage you and equip you with the Word of God. Let's begin. All right, friends, I hope by now that you have completely thawed out from the freeze we've had the last couple days and that you are safe and warm. We're going to continue today our study of Proverbs with a look at the remainder of Proverbs chapter 6. Follow along with me as I read Proverbs chapter 6, starting in verse 20, reading through the end of the chapter. My son, observe the commandment of your father, and do not forsake the teaching of your mother. Bind them continually on your heart. Tie them around your neck. When you walk, they will guide you. When you sleep, they will watch over you. When you awake, they will talk to you. For the commandment is a lamp, and the teaching is light, and reproofs for discipline are the way of life, to keep you from the evil woman, from the smooth tongue of the adulteress. Do not desire her beauty in your heart, nor let her capture you with her eyelids. For on account of a harlot, one is reduced to a loaf of bread, and an adulteress hunts for the precious life. Can a man take fire in his bosom, and his clothes not be burned? Or can a man walk on hot coals, and his feet not be scorched? So it is with one who goes into his neighbor's wife. Whoever touches her will not go unpunished. Men do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy himself when he is hungry. But when he is found, he must repay sevenfold. He must give all the substance of his house. The one who commits adultery with a woman is lacking sense. He who would destroy himself does it. Wounds and disgrace he will find, and his reproach will not be blotted out. For jealousy enrages a man, and he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not accept any ransom, nor will he be satisfied, though you give many gifts. In this passage, we see the writer, the father, King Solomon, again appealing to his son, crying out to him to heed instruction. And we'll talk in a minute about the specific instruction that he's giving him, one that he's given him before, and one that we'll see him give him in more detail as we look at chapter 7 on Monday. But the point here is that the person who is wise, as Solomon wants his son to be, one who walks in wisdom, will treasure instruction, will assume the position of humility, of needing that instruction, so much so that he would wrap it around himself. He would tie it on himself because he knows that he needs that instruction. He treasures it so much. And then he uses it as a guide for life. He uses it as a light to his path. Even discipline and reproof he sees as a guide to life, as a guide to keep him on the straight and narrow. And again, he shows an understanding of the danger that comes from ignoring his father's instruction. And he makes that case here with regard to sexual sin. I hope by now, friends, we are seeing that Proverbs puts a premium on the wisdom of being on guard against sexual temptation, of being on guard against the temptation to sexual things or sexual immorality outside of marriage. Again and again we see this, and we're going to see it again on Monday. It's the drumbeat of the first portion of Proverbs. As he's preparing his son for leadership, he's warning him again and again, treasure this instruction, because to ignore it is great danger. And he uses here two different sins. And to be clear, he makes clear here that stealing is sin. But someone can understand and not be enraged at someone who steals from them if they know it was to satisfy their hunger. Yes, they still have to pay it back. Yes, there still is a punishment for it, but they're not going to be enraged. But sexual sin leads to destruction. It leads to an anger that cannot be satisfied, a great danger to the one who commits it. And here we see the writer, King Solomon, again appealing to his son. Don't ignore this instruction, but treasure it. Friends, if we are going to walk in wisdom, we need to treasure instruction. We need to assume that instruction in biblical wisdom is something that we need so much that we would tie it around our necks, that we would wear it around with us. And we need to use it as a guide for life, and we need to understand the danger of avoiding it, particularly when it comes to sexual sin. I pray this is an encouragement to you as we continue to study through Proverbs. I love you, Grace Community, and I'm praying for you. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in to the Grace Today vlog. For more information on Grace Community Baptist Church in Elgin, Texas, or how you can support this ministry, check out the links in the description below. See you tomorrow.